Welcome to a Giga Geek Indie Game Preview. I'm Alex, one of our writers. This is Songbringer, a game made 100% by one guy. Takes indie game development to a whole new level. Of course, I'm not sure what my little robot friend is saying there, but whatever. Either way, this game was made by Nathaniel Weiss, who actually sent us a copy, which is awesome. Definitely thank him dearly. There's a perfectly good-looking sword here. Alright. And this will give you a hint about why this game is so cool. The pixel art in it is fantastic. I feel like He-Man! I don't change, but it's a nano sword. And it hums. Interesting. Oh, this is our first combat encounter. Alright, let's hit it. Hey, y'all! Reminds me of something of Evangelion. Ugh. Yeah, here. Good thing I'm not playing permadeath mode. This would be bad. Great! We're off to a fantastic start. Come on, bring it on, bring it on, bring it on, bring it on. Let's dance! This game is in development. This is like a beta or alpha build even. So this is a very early build. Things could change, so what you're seeing may not actually be what ends up being the final product. But this will give you a good idea about what Nathan's going for. I do love the beginning of this game. He sets up some really awesome, like, shots. I'm not sure, like, this is my hover bike or something that I crash landed on this strange planet, and then that's the story of the game. Those little orange things are courage, so that's my health. They're kind of like hearts in Zelda. And as you can tell, this game is very much like the original NES Zelda, which is awesome. It's definitely a great thing to pull inspiration from, and he's doing a really good job of, like, recreating those feelings. I also love the death animations on those. That's so cool. So yeah, it seems like, from what I've gathered, this little guy here, my little robot buddy, like, once I beat an enemy, he'll walk up to him and scan him and see if they have any items. Which is actually really handy. There we go. Actually, I feel like I have the... Oh well. So here's a cave. This game is all randomly generated. Whenever you first start a game, it builds a seed. And from there, you're all set up. Ice. Cactus. Small demon's tooth. Okay, yeah, that's what gives me courage. The monsters and demons and such in this game look awesome. The art is definitely worth something. That's something that you should definitely know. Whenever you first enter an area, like if you put away your sword, it takes a button press to draw it, which gets me hit a lot. It's a really cool animation, but I do get hit plenty of times when this happens. So yeah, eventually this game will start building areas that I can't get to yet, and that's always fun. I feel like I should be running into the... Yeah, here we go. This guy. This guy will get me the boomerang top hat. Ow. My little robot dude can die, but he just gets right back up. So it's kind of interesting that he can take a hit. Makes him feel a little more real. He's not like Navi or something, where Navi can't get hurt. There we go. Top hat. No such thing as a free sword. Now I have a top hat, which is sweet. It is essentially this game's boomerang. It's very, very handy. It'll even pick up items. I just got a bunch of money, apparently. Alright, cool. These are save points, so that every time you come across one of these big monoliths, you can, like, walk up to it. And it's very Metroid-like. Like, all these save points are scattered throughout the world. It'll also save at the end of bosses and such, too. Yeah, definitely the art style and the way this game is being built is the coolest thing. There's even a permadeath mode to turn it into a roguelike. Of course, this is very, very basic ideas of what's going on. I'd like to find a dungeon before we end today, but we'll see, because it depends on what the game throws at me. Alright. Yeah, definitely using the directional pad is a terrible idea. These I can get past with a bomb, I believe. I think that's right. Ow! These little squiggly squoos. Alright, back up to full courage. Let's go. The other thing, too, is there is a night and day cycle. So things get a little scarier at night. First of all, it's kind of hard to see. And then I do believe some stronger monsters might appear. It's kind of... This game's hard to read. It's hard to get a beat on, because everything's randomly generated. Uh-oh. I don't know what this is about. Did I stumble across a mini-boss? I've never fought any of the big bosses that some screenshots have been showing off. Because as of now, the game's only built to where there's only like 2 or 3 bosses it can pull from, so most of the time it'll just spawn like mob enemies. It is super interesting though. It's kind of hard to control. I will say that. But once you get the hang of it, you can actually get a pretty good grasp of what's going on. There are upgrades. That top hat can actually be upgraded to where it gets lightning and such. Cool. Biodetector. I think there's a certain like pattern that these things spawn in, because I feel like I've gotten that before. Boop. Okay, so there's something over that way. Let's check out this cave first. Oh, it's another shop, essentially. Lightning appears to be contained. We could actually buy that. I've never bought this before. Let's do that. Yeah! I don't know how to access that. It's a passive item, whatever it is. Okay, whatever. Like I said, this game's, it's very cryptic, which I like. So whenever it actually... Maybe Smith can do so. Let's teleport back to Songbringer and see. I don't remember how to do that. That's not right. I don't remember. I do know that you can get back to Songbringer, but I've never successfully, like, upgraded anything. Alright, what else can we... Ow! It's always a good idea to throw out the top hat, just for, like, extra damage. Sometimes you get lucky, like, in those situations. These little elephant dudes are kind of weird. They kind of remind me of Octoroks. I'm gonna get you. Haha. Now I feel bad. Just slaughtering wildlife. Oh, that's a good find. Seems like walking through bushes gives you a chance at stuff. And the little robot dude will also, like, he'll target things. Like, he'll show you where they are. See? He'll, like, follow them around, which is a nice touch. I like that. That was a good throw. That was a 360 no-scope if I ever saw one. You kind of have to understand, like, what enemies are prone to doing, and then read that. sort of react. Because this game's definitely a much slower pace than Zelda. You kind of have to take it every step of the way. As far as combat goes, anyways. It's a much slower form of combat. I can't wait to see what sort of bosses and, like, how the permadeath mode plays into effect. Because if this becomes a roguelike game, which is one of my favorite genres, it'll definitely be something I'll be playing a lot of. I'm a huge fan of, like, Risk of Rain and all those sort of games. Come to think of it, I should play more of that. That game's awesome. But just the way this, like, game is generated and how the art looks kind of blows me away. It's really, really cool. Especially that it's 100% being made by one guy. He had a Kickstarter. He got a little money so he can actually survive on and use that to get better technology to build off of. And he's been building it ever since. You can actually go to Nathan's Twitch and watch him make it. Like, he streams game development. It's really interesting. I've never seen these guys before. Little porcupine dudes. Whoa, they shoot stuff. That's no bueno. But I've popped into the stream just to watch him, like, develop stuff. It's super interesting. I'd like to find a dungeon somewhere. I think I moved away from that bio reader. Like, there's so much to this game that I don't understand yet. Nope, I didn't want to throw that diagonal. Yeah. Got him. I don't think there's a benefit to killing every enemy on screen, though. So I'm gonna keep going, see what else I can find. I feel like there should be something here. Oh. Tektites. Little bouncy dudes. Okay, there's one. I just need to get rid of this one. Got him. Oh, wow, I am almost dead. There we go. Everything's A-okay. That tree is awesome looking. Pixel art has always been one of my favorite styles. Huge fan of, like, the Super Nintendo 16-bit era. Whoa, that was something. I got more money for doing that. So apparently sometimes there are benefits to killing everything on screen. It's interesting. Yeah, the way I have this controller set up is a terrible idea. For some reason, whenever I go diagonal, it locks me in diagonal. Like, if I press right, it's just thinking I'm going diagonal. Which is actually kind of hard to get used to. I didn't have this problem with the control stick, so I'm kind of confused on why I'm having it now, but that's something I should probably message Nathan about. Maybe he's aware of it, maybe he's not. Oh, these guys are cool. Like little tribal dudes. This is definitely like a strange alien world, so it's interesting to see like what sort of life lives here and all that. So really, this game's kind of a combination of Metroid and Zelda. At least thematically. But it feels more like some of the classic sci-fis like He-Man, because you're just a like space explorer who stumbles upon all this stuff, and you have like a really rad bike that you crash landed. Of course, we saw that in the beginning. So I mean, story-wise, I'm excited to see where he goes with it, or if he leaves it more open. It'd be interesting to see it like more open, so people have to piece it together. I wish I had a bomb. I feel like I'm missing a lot of stuff because I don't have any bombs. Yeah. Alright. I'll kill this one too. Maybe I'll actually get something. Ah, miss. Ow. I'ma get you. Dude. Porcupine guy is not having it. He was not accepting what I was stepping in. I don't know where he went to. There he is. Whatever. Moving on. The top hat of doom. It's so funny. Yeah, I don't think there's anything here, but once again, there's probably something I can get with bombs. There's also no experience system like Zelda, so killing stuff will just give me a chance at money. Not necessarily, like, anything useful. It's not like I can level up my character and be inherently better. I'll have to get that via items. This is neat. I don't know what this is, but this is weird. Killed a thing. Ow. Alright, slime. It's me and you. It's Tango. Yeah. Too bad I don't have the lightning top hat. I think I could get it if I could remember how to get back to the ship. Because I feel like I can use that to upgrade stuff. That seems like that's what that might do. Alright. Okay, nothing. Alright. Confused by the big floaty orb, but you know what? It's gonna float. Haters gonna hate. Orbs are gonna float. I also feel like there's an item I can get to let me go into the water. I've seen a lot of water in this game that I haven't been able to do anything with. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Keep going. Of course, there's also a risk and reward system, because the more things you kill, the better chance you get at getting courage items. Uh-oh. This is very similar to the first Zelda on how these things are spawning. Wow, I figured I'd be dead by now. Oh boy. This is a very straight path. I don't like this. I'm scared. There we go. There's a lot of questions I have for this game. And I don't know if they can be answered at the moment. Oh, there's so many. Oh boy. No! I have given in to the fear. Alright, Gigabytes, thanks for watching. This has been a preview for Songbringer, which will be coming eventually. It is just Nathan working on it, so I'm very excited to keep an eye on what he's been doing and how the project is going. If you have more questions or just want to see what Songbringer is about, hit the comments below on our YouTube. There'll be an article available as well, written by me. And I'll also put a link to like his Kickstarter, some of the other things that Nathan's work on, and his Twitch, so you can go watch this game being made live. Super interesting. Highly recommend it. Until then, Gigabytes, I'm Alex of Giga Geek Magazine. Have yourself an awesome day.